Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, the Flats, Bobby Dodd Stadium, home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Ramblin' Wreck, hoping to rev up that engine. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers, taking on a team from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Chanticleers will kick it away to start. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. What do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. Back to pass, it's King. Oh, he makes a catch. Still on his feet at the 45. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Here's the handoff. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Going to the running game. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Here on 3rd down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
And this one splits the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for a lot more on that one. Instead, he's out of bounds at the 14. First down here for the offense. On the run, it's Washington. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
Pulls it in. It's Taylor. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. They'll give it to the back. At the 35, he's loose. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The shot that clears have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Basco. Quick strike complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know, a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Pulls it and fires to the left. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
3rd down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those first downs.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. On the run, it's Bennett. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. And he was able to get back on top of his own fumble.
Man, what a break. Great job falling on the football. Great job having some awareness. The running back coughed it up, but teammates there to pick him up, fall on the football. Listen, it's lucky, but it's a good job by the offense.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Looking for a man. It's Basco. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Would have been a long field goal, 54 yards from here, so instead they'll try to move the chains. It's 4th and short. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got it past the marker. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the 1st down. He need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Leaves it with the running back. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, putting in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Vasco. Unloads to the wideout. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese.
And he's running in the open. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Pressure coming. Trying to get to him. And they're on him in a heartbeat, and down he goes.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
A big play for the defense with the 1st down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Caught over the middle. It's Boyd. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the 1st quarter.
Georgia Tech, 3. Coastal Carolina, 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. Using his legs, it's Haynes. Trying to run it in the red zone. He's got 4, and he's down at the 12. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Right back to the well. They get him down, but not before he picks up 6 to the 7-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. On the ground, going for the first down with the give to the tight end. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And he tacked on the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll call for the fair catch here. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stock forward and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Vasco. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give him a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And the Chanticleers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Got a man. It's Bennett. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Chanticleers are marching down the field. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Tucker. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man, it's Basco. Release to the back. He's got his man, makes the grab. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down.
Really great job by the running back there on the angle route on 3rd down. He sold it as if he was running to the flat, and at the last second put his foot in the ground and crossed the defender's face, making that an easy pitch and catch for the QB.
From the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They keep attacking through the air. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Coastal.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Trying to turn the corner on the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's King. Just a short pass to the tight end. Turns it on at midfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
This is exactly why 3rd down is practiced every single day. 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on 3rd down.
The Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Grab behind the line. It's Singleton. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. And the Yellow Jackets want to move quickly. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Open space at the 25. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points, and you've got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Scanning the field, it's Vasco. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up-tempo. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. And he'll be smacked to the ground. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and they force the incomplete.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. What a snag by the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, that is just great awareness by the big fella up front defensively. He did a good job just reading the quarterback's eyes. He knew where he was going with the football, and he's like, hey, these interceptions, they're not just for the little fast guys. Us big guys can get it done, too.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football game.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
The offense will quickly use the timeout. Now on 2nd and short after the first down completion. Back to throw, it's King. Looking to the big tight end. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, the defense just needs something positive to happen. They're trailing in this game. A turnover would be massive for momentum right now. And a nice effort defensively, getting a hand on the ball, knocking it down.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. They'll try to get it through the air. Got his man quickly. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. The back goes in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
He'll take it himself. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. And the Yellow Jackets headed quickly to the line. Got to get lined up to spike it and stop the clock.
The attempt through the air is incomplete. It's 2nd down.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He'll try to pop the draw. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop it. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Had nowhere to go with that one. Had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And he's already put 1 3 spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. Field goal is good. And now the lead is even bigger. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. The Yellow Jackets will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after Hal fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Trying to take it back. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
And linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Wants to throw. It's Vasco. Setting up the screen. On the move at the 30. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. Quarterback touch pass from the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It can happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
With the run on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late, blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back can get some positive yards.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And guys, the defense wants to get in the quarterback's face, but you can't get a roughing call that gives the offense a 1st and goal. They'll run it. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And the extra point was good. About to kick it away after scoring a touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Dropping back, it's Kane. Finds his tight end. At the 40, there he goes. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Running back searching for a hole. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and it forced the incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun to give, looking for room. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down.
Offense facing 4th down.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. Looks as if he's going to run it. Inside the 35. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. 4th and short, ball right at midfield. Really don't have a lot to lose by not going for it there, and they're able to cash in.
100% of the time you're going for this. If you're not, you're probably not a guy that likes to win. So if you want to continue to punt in these situations, you're probably going to continue to lose.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Firing to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. To the air, it's Kane. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That keeps the score. Georgia Tech.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
14.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. He's going to pass. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. Looking for more room. Pass to 10. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! How about that D coming up with a play like that? What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense, go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll bring it out. It's Bennett. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
They'll leave it with the lone back. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Toss sweep to the right. Makes a man miss. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Chanticleers have it with a 1st and 10. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defensive end understanding football? Understanding that I got to keep outside contained. I'm responsible for the quarterback. Good job playing his responsibility. And how about getting that sucker on the ground? He's a pretty good athlete to be able to corral him, tackle him right in the middle of the field, and get him to the ground.
Gets it out fast. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Coastal Carolina, 14.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break.
Get set.
Looking to throw, it's Vasco. Throws to the wideout. And a missed missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
The shot that clears will bring the punt team onto the field. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll go to the ground. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They move the tight end all over. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air, it's King. He makes the connection.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Handoff to the single running back. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set is able to rip off that one for a first down.
And the Yellow Jackets have their offense in high gear. Leaves it with the back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll try the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over a hundo on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more...
Oh, it's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down. And gets the ball back for its own.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He'll come out throwing on first down. Quickly to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Offense gets set for second down. To the air, it's Vasco. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you got to give this defense credit, too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him, and that's a big reason.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
And the shot to clears will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. The give to the back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away.
George P. Burdell.
Running it back, it's Graves. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw, it's Vasco. Using the quick game. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. The shot that clears wants to pick up the tempo. Off play action. Caught near the sticks. It's Tucker. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And the shot to clear has come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Tucker. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. That last completion sets him up on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Working on the right. He makes the catch. He's knocked down immediately, but they'll have a goal-to-go situation from the 8. Takes a snap, wants to throw. He wants it all. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Back to pass, it's Vasco. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
That keeps the score. Georgia Tech, 40. Coastal Carolina.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
31. Set to kick it off.
Fair catch, called for and made. One more play to pad the stats. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.